Yo, what is going on? It is Monday, June 8th, 11:15 a.m. Today we did take one trade. It was a long, and here is the result of that. So we had a pretty Had a pretty decent come up today. $1,354.20. To be honest though, I do need to start risking up. This trade was 1.8R, and I can't just be sitting here risking 157 or that. The new rule is going to be 180 to 200 or 200 to 250 minimum risk. If I want to get payouts, if I want to continue to actually see a good amount of consistent income, I can't be risking 150 to 180 a trade. It originally was 250 to 200, and I've shied away from that out of what? Fear. What is my biggest issue? Fear. So, with that being said, on LeBron's life, I have to start risking up. It's just that simple. It's a lot of little things that I'm still fixing, but as you can see, it's going to work for me. I just have to figure it out internally up here. And what stands between me and the life I want now is me and clicking the button. And when I'm clicking the button, it has to be correct. Those are the two things that stand in between it. It's that simple. There's only two things. Two simple things. But other than that, that was the main idea of the video. So let me get into why I took this trade and what price was looking like today, because there's still more that has to be done internally so that the external rewards can be greater. It's slight tweaks, but these are tweaks that are made along the way, and with time, they will obviously play their part. And I have to come on here every single day and be honest so that they can come true, even if it takes a while. What is the infamous saying? I'd rather come on here every single day and fail than come on here one day and say, I quit. Why did it move my gap? Can it not do that? All right. Coming into the day, we low-key ski. We're moving bullish after all of this bearish dump off, right? As you can see, since last night, well, really since Friday, we started retracing back up. We had some higher time frame gaps. We had a 4-hour up here. We had a couple hourlies. We were trading inside of this 4-hour. Was it this one? Yeah, we were trading inside of this 4-hour the entire session. And honestly, not honestly, it's clear that we still are. We had this 1 hour inside of that other 4-hour, just so you can see real quick. Let me mark it out. Boom, that hourly is inside of this big ass 4-hour. So that low key was a target of mine today. If we were going to reject lower, I thought that that could have been a great point, or we might get this higher 4-hour and then start rejecting lower, because I think this higher 4-hour lines up with like EQ or some shit, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. Almost with golden, the OTE. Right. So cool. The overall narrative on the day was to push a little bit higher, just because internally that's what we seemed like. Then at open, we had a Judas swing higher, and then we just started selling off nicely, right? We get into this hourly, and what do we do as soon as we get into this hourly? We start trending upwards. I did want to see like maybe this trade happen just to this internal high up here. Using 931, or just these two stacked highs as a break even, but I wanted to see this kind of displacement up to it, and we never got that. We then fell short. Let's take a look at these highs though, around 940 to 954. We left 3 stacked highs, right? We sold off. This is when we got into that hourly and rejected beautifully out of that hourly. We left behind like a microscopic ass 5-minute right here, which did get inverted, retested, and broken away from. In the bigger picture, what I did want to take low key was this 1 minute. I'll be 100% honest. I just didn't. It had chopped around too much down here. Now, this is solid displacement out of it, but I wanted to see it just instantly. Then I wanted to take this 30-second a little bit higher, but we failed to get that. And once we failed to get that, I noticed that we retraced into this 1 minute, into another 1 minute, and left behind this beautiful 30-second gap. This gap was screaming to take, because if we could inverse it with solid displacement, this was going to be a free break even point right here. So this was BE. This was break even. Just a free ass break even point. EQ of the internal range, a quick 30-second gap. My fill, low key, my fill was like down here, so it was 1.8R. So like my stop loss was like right here, damn near. My fill was like, yeah, all the way below EQ. Like my fill was like right here. TP was right here. So this was more so what it was like. And yeah, beautiful fill. And we just trended up and up and up. And it played out beautifully. Let me see if I can get this picture of the screenshot open. Yep, here it is. You see we got a pretty good fill. That was the exact fill. And it took a while. It honestly chopped around. Then my boy Eli copped some megas, and that's what made this push, because he bought in on his Trade of 8 live account. If you know, you know. So yeah, that's what moved the market. Realistically though, just higher time frame aligned with this. Honestly, should have taken this 1 minute TBH, but there was a 30-second a little bit higher that I wanted just for that safer, more sure bet. And immediately after I seen we didn't get this 30-second, I just had so much faith in the world with if this one got inverted quickly, because we were reacting out of that 1 minute, and it just clicked. And this is what it's about. It's about taking that action. It's about taking that initiative. It's about clicking the button, because that's one of the few things that stand in the way of me and what my goals are. So I'm glad I got it. All accounts now are just a tad bit above break even. You can see my account numbers. Whatever. Yeah, they're just a tad bit above break even. So yeah. But that's really all that I got today. Solid trade. It's a no news Monday. I waited for a pretty solid setup. I waited for a setup with reasoning. I acted upon it. Got only yellow folder tomorrow, CPI Wednesday, PPI Thursday, orange folder Friday. So just gonna look to stay patient the rest of this week. Gonna look to take good setups. Gonna look to actually take the setups, man. That's what it boils down to. So yeah, good way to start off the week. Let's continue this momentum. Let's continue the positive thoughts, and it'll all pan out. With that being said, peace, love, positivity. Thank you for tuning in.